You just got a new piece of tech. Laptop, gaming rig, tablet. It's shiny, fast, and you want to keep it that way. But what if the way you care for it is actually what kills it? Most tech failures aren't from bad parts. They're from us. Simple, preventable habits can destroy your device before you know it. Today, we're breaking down the 3 most common destructive mistakes people make with their computers. These are the silent killers I see everywhere. We'll show you what not to do and the right way to do it. Let's get started. Let's start with cleaning. We all want our devices to look their best, and a clean laptop is a happy laptop. But before you reach for just anything to wipe away that dust or those fingerprints, let's talk about the right way and the very wrong way to keep your tech sparkling. You see dust or smudges and reach for a paper towel because that's what you'd use on any other surface, right? Water, maybe a quick spritz to get things really clean, or rubbing alcohol because you heard it's a great disinfectant. That's a disaster waiting to happen. Seriously, stop right there. Using the wrong cleaning supplies can do more harm than good, turning a minor cosmetic issue into a major hardware problem. Liquids and electronics don't mix. It's a fundamental rule, yet so easily forgotten in the heat of the moment. Even a tiny bit of moisture can seep in, finding its way into the delicate internal components of your laptop. Short-circuit your motherboard and destroy your device. That innocent-looking spill can lead to corrosion, component failure, and ultimately a very expensive repair bill, or even a completely unusable laptop. Alcohol? It strips away the special coatings on your screen, the anti-glare and oleophobic layers designed to protect your display and reduce fingerprints, leaving it blotchy and permanently damaged. You'll be left with a screen that's not only unsightly, but also harder to see and more prone to smudging. It can also ruin the finish on your laptop's body and keys. The harsh chemicals in alcohol can dissolve the protective layers, leading to discoloration, stickiness, and an overall worn-out appearance. So how do you clean safely? What are the right tools and techniques to keep your laptop looking its best without risking damage? Use compressed air for dust. Short bursts can upright. This prevents liquid propellant from escaping and damaging your components. Focus on the keyboard, vents, and ports to remove loose particles. For surfaces, a soft brush sweeps away debris without scratching. A small, anti-static brush is ideal for getting into those hard-to-reach areas around the keyboard and trackpad. For screens, use a dry microfiber cloth. These cloths are designed to gently lift away dust and fingerprints without leaving scratches or streaks. If you must, barely dampen a corner with distilled water. Never spray directly on the screen. Excess moisture is the enemy, so use the damp cloth sparingly and wipe gently. There are screen-safe cleaners, but always apply them to the cloth, not the device. This gives you more control over the amount of liquid being used and prevents it from seeping into unwanted areas. Forget the harsh chemicals. The right tools are cheap, easy, and protect your investment. A dedicated laptop cleaning kit will typically include everything you need to keep your device in top condition. Think of it as preventative maintenance, preserving your device's longevity and value. Regular cleaning not only keeps your laptop looking good, but also helps prevent dust buildup that can lead to overheating and performance issues. Next time you see dust, skip the kitchen cleaners. Resist the urge to grab that all-purpose spray or window cleaner. Grab compressed air, a soft brush, and a microfiber cloth. These 3 items are your best friends when it comes to safe and effective laptop cleaning. It's the difference between a clean laptop and a dead one. The small effort you put into proper cleaning can have a huge impact on the lifespan of your device. These simple habits save you money and frustration. You'll avoid costly repairs and replacements, and you'll enjoy a device that looks and performs its best for years to come. Share this knowledge. Being a smart tech owner is about protecting your gear, not just using it. Help your friends and family avoid the common pitfalls of improper cleaning and keep their devices safe and sound. Now let's move from the outside to the inside of your machine, onto the next big mistake. We've covered how to keep the exterior clean, but what about the internal components? So you're thinking about upgrading your PC? That's fantastic. A new graphics card, more memory, a faster SSD. These upgrades can breathe new life into your system, making games smoother, applications snappier, and your overall computing experience much more enjoyable. The possibilities are endless, and the performance gains can be truly impressive. It's an exciting process, but it can also be dangerous if you skip crucial safety steps. We're talking about electricity here, and even a small mistake can lead to big problems, not just for your components, but potentially for you as well. The most fundamental rule: Never, ever work on your computer while it's plugged into the wall. This seems obvious, but it's a mistake that's surprisingly easy to make, especially when you're eager to get started. Even when your computer is turned off, the power supply unit, or PSU, still holds a residual charge. It's like a capacitor storing energy, waiting for an opportunity to discharge. And that charge can fry your delicate components in an instant, rendering them useless. We're talking about motherboards, graphics cards, CPUs, all potentially vulnerable to a sudden surge of electricity. So, the first step is always to properly shut down your system through the operating system. Don't just flip the switch on the power supply. Once it's fully shut down, unplug the power cord from the back of the computer. Make sure you're pulling on the plug itself, not the cord, to avoid damaging the cable. After unplugging, press and hold the power button on your computer for about 10 to 15 seconds. This helps to discharge any leftover electricity that might still be lingering in the system's capacitors. This crucial step ensures that you've eliminated as much residual charge as possible, minimizing the risk of electrical damage. But electricity doesn't just come from the power supply. Static electricity is another silent killer of computer components. A single, unnoticed zap of static electricity can be enough to destroy a sensitive graphics card or render a motherboard completely useless. The best way to protect against static is to use an anti-static wristband. Clip it to an unpainted metal part of your computer case. These wristbands are relatively cheap and can save you from making incredibly expensive mistakes. Think of it as a small investment in the long-term health of your computer. Don't have a wristband handy? At the very least, before you touch any internal components, make sure to touch an unpainted metal part of the computer case. This will help to discharge any static electricity that might have built up on your body. And remember to do it often, especially if you're moving around a lot. So to recap, here's the essential safe upgrade checklist you should follow every time. First, shut down your computer properly through the operating system. Second, unplug the power cord from the wall. Third, discharge any remaining electricity by holding down the power button. Fourth, ground yourself using an anti-static wristband or by touching the case. Only then should you proceed to swap out your components. And remember, this isn't just for graphics cards. These safety precautions apply to all internal upgrades. Whether you're installing new RAM modules, adding a lightning-fast SSD, or performing any other kind of internal upgrade, always follow these steps. Skipping these simple safety measures can end up costing you hundreds or even thousands of dollars in damaged components. So take a minute, do it right, be patient and methodical, and you'll be able to enjoy your new upgrade stress-free, knowing that you've protected your investment. Following these good habits will not only protect your hardware, but it'll also make you a more knowledgeable and confident PC builder. So share this advice with your friends, your family, anyone who's thinking about upgrading their PC. Help others avoid making these rookie mistakes and potentially damaging their valuable hardware. Make it a habit to follow these steps every single time you open up your PC, whether it's for an upgrade, maintenance, or just a quick cleaning. It's the mark of a careful, experienced tech owner who values their equipment and knows how to treat it right. Don't let the excitement of a new upgrade cloud your judgment and lead to a costly mistake. Treat your computer components with the respect they deserve. They're delicate pieces of technology. If you do, they'll not only last longer, but they'll also perform better, giving you the best possible computing experience. Remember, electrical safety is a universal principle that applies to all electronic devices. So, take it seriously. Not just when working on your computer, but in all aspects of your life. Now that we've covered electrical safety, let's move on to the last big mistake people make when upgrading their PCs, one that you might even be making right now without realizing it. Where you put your computer matters a lot. It's not just about convenience or aesthetics. It directly impacts its performance and lifespan. Many users are unaware of how crucial proper placement is for maintaining optimal operating conditions. Think of your computer as a living thing that needs to breathe. Setting your laptop or desktop on carpet or a bed, it might seem comfortable for you, but it's a danger zone for your device. These soft surfaces pose a significant threat to your computer's health. You're suffocating it, literally cutting off its air supply. Imagine trying to run a marathon with a pillow over your face. That's essentially what you're doing to your computer. Most computers pull in cool air from the bottom. This is a fundamental design element for thermal management. The engineers designed it this way for a reason. Soft surfaces block vents, trapping heat. The fibers of carpets and bedding act like insulation, preventing the hot air from escaping and cool air from entering. This creates a dangerous cycle of overheating and forcing your fans to work overtime. The fans are desperately trying to compensate for the lack of airflow, spinning at maximum speed and creating unnecessary noise and wear. This leads to thermal throttling, a built-in safety mechanism. Your computer slows down to avoid overheating. It's like your computer is putting the brakes on to prevent a meltdown. This can manifest as lag, stuttering, and overall sluggishness. Performance drops and long-term heat kills components. Over time, the constant exposure to high temperatures can degrade the delicate electronic components inside your computer, leading to permanent damage and eventual failure. Carpets and beds also feed dust and fibers straight into your machine, acting like a vacuum cleaner in reverse. Clogging fans and heat sinks, causing even more heat and damage. These dust bunnies act as insulators, further reducing the effectiveness of the cooling system and exacerbating the overheating problem. The fix is simple. Always use your laptop on a hard, flat surface. A desk, a table, even a hard book will do in a pinch. For desktops, put them on a desk or a stand. Getting them off the floor is key. Never directly on carpet. It's an invitation for disaster. A cheap stand or even a piece of wood lifts your tower, providing crucial clearance for airflow, letting it breathe and making cleaning easier. Less dust accumulating inside means less maintenance and a longer lifespan. For laptops in bed, use a lap desk. These provide a solid surface and often have built-in ventilation or cooling pad. These actively draw heat away from your laptop, providing an extra layer of protection. Both keep air flowing and your device cool, preventing those dreaded performance drops and extending its lifespan. Don't waste money on powerful hardware just to choke it with poor placement. It's like buying a high-performance sports car and then only driving it in first gear. Move your device now if it's on a soft surface. Don't delay. The longer you wait, the more potential damage you're causing. You'll notice quieter fans and better performance almost immediately. It's a difference you can feel and hear. This tiny change adds years to your computer's life and keeps it running at its best. It's a simple investment in the longevity and performance of your valuable technology. Share this tip. Most people overlook it, assuming it's not a big deal. But it's one of the easiest ways to protect your tech. It's a low-effort, high-reward strategy for keeping your computer healthy. Airflow is everything. Don't let a soft surface ruin your investment. Treat your computer with the respect it deserves, and it will reward you with years of reliable service. Elevate your tech, literally. It's a small habit with huge rewards. Think of it as giving your computer a breath of fresh air. That's our third big mistake. Now you know how to avoid it. Let's wrap up this crucial point and move on to the next common error. There you have it. 3 common mistakes that can destroy your tech and how to avoid them. Cleaning with liquids, skipping electrical safety, and blocking airflow are all preventable. Knowledge is power. These habits protect your investment and keep your devices running longer. Now, I want to hear from you. What's the biggest tech mistake you've made? Share your story in the comments. The top 3 stories win a Pro Electronics Toolkit, so don't be shy. Thanks for watching, and remember, a little care goes a long way. See you in the next one.